don't know if you can see that, but it says 49 degrees in here, and that's with the door open. So this is how it feels in Canada, inside the polytunnel here. So I know that as soon as I walk in I start dripping. So, but we have got cucumbers coming there, and they're doing well. These melon plants have got lots of flowers, so I'm hoping that they'll produce some melons. The aubergine has got flowers on, a little bit late, but it will do, as have the maybe they haven't yet. These are the Cape gooseberries. They did have a bit of flower on them, but they seem to have dropped off. Now this is something to learn from. A mistake I've made. As you can see, the tomatoes look as though they've been poisoned, and all the leaves are scorched. Well, these leaves are scorched. It is recovering, as you can see, and it's got lots of tomatoes and flowers on it, so hopefully I'm going to get a reasonable crop. But the reason for this is that I thoughtlessly watered them with foliar feed, and of course the beds are all manured, so they don't really need any feed if they're not in pots. And by mistake, because I'd forgotten I'd put some in, I put double strength, and it's that seems to have scorched the leaves. So if you're feeding tomatoes, be careful, because you can scorch the leaves with too much manure. So I've learnt that this year. All the years I've been growing tomatoes, it's never happened, but maybe I'm getting a bit older and dodderier, and didn't realise I'd already put some seaweed, liquid seaweed, in the watering can when I went to water. But never mind, they're recovering. And this is a bit of a bodged cage for kale and cabbage, which is bodged because I've just used old bits of netting that are not the right shape. So I've had to box and cox and put bits and pieces all over the place, so it's looks a bit Heath Robinson, but it works. Well, I say it works. It's designed to keep the cabbage white butterflies out. They haven't appeared yet, but it won't be long. These peas are netted from the pea moth, but it doesn't stop grandchildren, which is good, because I like to see them eating the peas, and there's lots of peas there, even though they have been decimated by the grandchildren. There's lots more coming, so I need them to come back and do some more picking. And these loganberries and tayberries are looking very nice, looking quite juicy, but the birds do like them as well, so it doesn't often happen that the birds peck them, but as this time. Some more blackcurrants here. It's my little shady spot. And this is the wineberry, which I hope will produce interesting fruit. I haven't tried wineberry before, but they say it tastes nice. Oops, this blackberry needs to be tied back. I'll have to do that in a minute. Getting some nice apples on the apple tree. There's going to be lots of blackberries. The bees still like the apple blossom. And this is my raspberry bed. I've dug up the raspberries, all apart from one, because they died. and it's a mystery. I don't know why it wasn't moles, because there were no tunnels underneath. Broad beans, looking okay. Cropping those at the moment. These potatoes look wonderful too, so I'm looking forward to that. Here's the sweet corn. So it's got squash, sweet corn and beans. These red flowered runner beans are Lady Di. So this is the three cestus method, and we'll see what it produces. And in this bed of pumpkins, I think they're Tom Fox or Queensland Blue. Broccoli looking good, surviving the slug attacks, which is good. And hopefully they survive the caterpillars when they come. First of the courgettes, just coming on, Parthenon, and that one's from Steve and Sophie, Rich and Sophie, which I can't remember the name of now. Those potatoes are doing quite well in bins, and the leeks have put them in quite young, and most of them, nearly all of them, have taken, so that's good news. A couple more pumpkins that are struggling to survive the slugs, as you can see. Not much left of that one, blueberry, and the two honeyberry plants there. Haven't tasted them before either, so I don't know what they'll be like. And the polytunnel, all looking, well, most of it looking pretty good.